welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea from the philosophy of Napoleon Hill. It's all about the art and science of taking complete, total control over your own mind. And he believed this was the one true secret behind any great success.
So let's just get right to the heart of it. I've got a direct question for you. Are you the king of your mind, directing its power exactly where you want it to go? Or are you its slave, getting yanked around by every single stray thought, every fear, and every little doubt? Your answer to that question, well, it changes everything.
Now, this isn't about being lucky or some kind of born genius, not at all. When Napoleon Hill studied the most influential people in history, he found they all shared one fundamental skill. They weren't always the strongest or the wealthiest, but they had mastered the one secret you see right here: total control over their own minds. They got it. They understood that true power is an inside game.
Okay, so let's start with our first big idea. Your mind, your kingdom. I want you to really think of it that way, as the most valuable piece of territory you will ever govern.
I mean, think about it for a second. We learn skills for our jobs, right? For our hobbies, for managing our money. But how many of us were ever actually taught how to operate our own mind? It's our most precious possession. It holds the key to changing our entire reality. But most of the time, we just leave it untrained and running wild.
This visual just nails the difference. An uncontrolled mind, it's like a ship with no rudder, just getting tossed around by the winds of circumstance and what other people think. But a controlled mind, that's a ship with a captain at the helm. Sure, storms might come, but the captain sets the course and holds it steady no matter what.
So how does a captain steer the ship? Well, they need a destination. And that brings us to our second point. You have to set a definite purpose.
Napoleon Hill had a great name for this: definiteness of purpose. Look, this is not just some vague wish or a fuzzy goal on a vision board. No. It's one single, crystal clear, burning ambition that you are emotionally connected to. This purpose becomes like a magnetic north for every single thought and every action you take.
The logic here is it's undeniable, right? An archer who can't see the target is never going to hit it. It's impossible. And without a definite purpose, our mental energy is exactly like a bunch of scattered arrows. They're shot without any direction, and because of that, they have zero impact.
Okay, so once you've got your destination, the next step is to control what you allow on board that ship of yours. This is all about actively commanding your attention.
Hill used some fantastic metaphors to explain this. Is your mind like a radio, tuned into positivity, or is it stuck on a channel of static and despair? Is it a magnet, pulling in circumstances that perfectly match your dominant thoughts? My absolute favorite, though, is the garden. Your mind will grow whatever seeds you decide to plant in it.
And that's the crucial part. You are the gardener. You have a choice. You can plant all those destructive seeds of fear and doubt and envy, and you know what you'll get? A life full of weeds. Or you can consciously choose to plant the productive seeds of hope and confidence and purpose. The soil of your mind doesn't judge. It just grows whatever it's given.
And to make this really practical, Hill suggested a super simple daily habit: the mental audit. First, just reflect. What seeds did I plant today? Second, decide. What am I going to plant tomorrow? And third, guard. You have to actively stop negative thoughts at the gate before they can even take root.
Now, planting seeds is one thing, but making them grow, that takes another key ingredient: action. This brings us to the power of deciding with conviction. This right here is where so many people get stuck. They might have a purpose, they might have positive thoughts, but they never build the bridge from their inner world to the outer world. And that bridge is built with one material: decision. A thought, no matter how amazing it is just a daydream until it's backed by a firm decision to act. And check this out. Hill discovered this fascinating pattern. Successful people, they decide quickly because they're totally clear on their purpose, and they are very, very slow to change those decisions.
Unsuccessful people do the exact opposite. They take forever to decide, and then they change their minds at the very first sign of trouble.
When you combine a definite purpose, controlled attention, and firm decisions, you start to achieve something that's way bigger than just success. You achieve true mental freedom.
So here's another tough question for you. How many of your thoughts today were actually yours? So often, our minds are just running on secondhand programming, the beliefs of our parents, the warnings of our teachers, the pressures of society. We think we're free, but really, we're just following someone else's script.
And this is the ultimate payoff. You can be physically free, no external chains holding you back, but you can still be a prisoner in your own mind, chained by fear and doubt and other people's opinions. Real, lasting freedom is an inside job. It's about breaking those internal chains.
Just consider the incredible example of Abraham Lincoln. The man faced constant failure, constant tragedy. By any external measure, he should have been completely broken. But his mind was free. Every single time he fell, he could change his thinking, find a new path, and rise again. That is what mental ownership looks like in action.
So here's a simple, powerful question to ask yourself tonight before you go to sleep. How many decisions, big or small, did I truly make for myself today? Not to please someone else, not out of habit, not out of fear, but based on my own purpose and my own thinking. The answer might just surprise you.
Ultimately, all of these strategies, they really boil down to this. One decision. The choice to become the master of your mind, not its slave. It's a choice you have to make, not just once, but every single day. And so we end right where we began. Your mind is the most powerful force you will ever possess. It can be your greatest strength, the thing that forges your path to freedom. Or it can be your heaviest chain, locking you in a prison of your own making. The choice is yours.